Video guys, just real quick as always, it's going to be around if you're going to get a luxury car for your Turo fleet. The best brand for luxury cars that do well on the platform are Porsche or Porsche, depends on where you're from. So Porsche is a brand.
I'm real one, my day ones. Try to speak up, can't say none. Try to dig dirt, there ain't none. I make the money, then save up. 10 to 80, my savings. Take to the top on the base one. New car, race on. Fast lane, pace on. With the booyah, that's a flex. Not a human, I ain't from another planet. I'ma teleport, might vanish.
What is up, Innovation family? How's everybody doing today? It's me, Brandon, your friend, your neighbor, your host, back with another video from Innovation Property Atlanta, talking about Turo and the rental car game and just updating you on my opinion, my thoughts. Before we jump into today's video, guys, remember to like my video as always. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Refer my information, my channel to a friend, a colleague, a family member that's interested in doing Turo. And always show me some love, guys, by leaving me some comments and questions in the comment section below. And check out my course, How to Earn on Turo, only $79. Also, I have some other information in the description below around resources that I use, prior videos that I think may be helpful to you in your Turo journey. So today's video, guys, just real quick as always, it's going to be around if you're going to get a luxury car for your Turo fleet. The best brand for luxury cars that do well on the platform are Porsche or Porsche, depends on where you're from. So Porsche is a brand that's been around for a long time. They're actually owned by Volkswagen. I had the luck to have probably around with 4 Panameras, a Cayenne, and I think that's it. So 5 Porsches over the last 3-4 years of my Turo journey. All of them have done well. So on a regular basis, all my Porsches in my fleet have averaged probably anywhere from $1,000 to $1,500 a month in revenue. Now, with that being said, there's some obstacles that do come with having luxury cars in your fleet, like a Porsche or a Mercedes or an Audi. For me, I had a couple Benzes in the fleet also too. They're not too bad as far as maintenance, and they upkeep pretty well as far as not breaking down. Porsches are pretty pricey as far as maintenance and parts when they do break down. A lot of the issues you're gonna run into with the Porsches, especially the Panameras. So that's like the ones I had from 2010 to 2015, 16. A lot of times they're low to the ground. So a lot of clients in Atlanta hit a lot of potholes or a lot of medians they didn't see, and that causes a lot of issues when it comes to the undercarriage of the vehicle. I have clients probably went through maybe 7-8 radiators on my Panameras alone that I had over the last 3-4 years, and those can get pretty pricey, from $1,000, $2,000 a radiator to go to a European shop or even the Porsche to get fixed. A lot of issues I had also with the Panameras and with keys and getting them reprogrammed at the dealership. They can cost you anywhere from $1,000 to $1,500 just to get 2 keys at the dealership. So they're pricey as far as the parts. Water pumps, transmission has to be serviced on a regular basis, tune-up. So, I mean, Porsches aren't cheap, but they're pretty reliable overall. I haven't had anything that broke down other than a couple times where the Panamera overheated, need to get a water pump. And like I said, with the radiator issue also, that causes the car to lose coolant, which can get pricey. But overall, Porsches are great. The dealerships here in Atlanta, there's about 3 of them I can take my car to get service. So they do a pretty good job of staying on top of recalls. Sometimes the dealerships do get backed up from a service perspective when they do need to fix a recall. Like I was at a dealership a couple of days ago where I had to go get a recall done on one of the on the Cayenne, and actually the Panamera. Actually, the Cayenne was done about 2 months ago as far as the recall. Took care of it. Everything's back to normal. So now both the Cayenne and the Panamera are both back in the fleet, trying to do well for February. So we'll see how those numbers turn out as far as the revenue. But overall, guys, you can't go wrong with a Porsche when it comes to the Turo game. So you may want to do a newer Porsche if you have the money or the income to be able to afford like a newer Panamera or a new Cayenne or a Macon, or I pronounce it a Macon or Macon. Those are pretty nice trucks also too. They do pretty well from the platform from what I see. So you can't go wrong with a Porsche, can't go wrong with Mercedes also when it comes to luxury and reliability. I stay away from BMW, so I am not a fan of BMWs. I had one on the platform and the transmission went out, and they wanted $12,000 to fix the transmission. And that was like a 2012-13 BMW 535i. So it wasn't anything that was like too overpriced as far as the car, but they're just BMW as far as wear and tear, maintenance and service gets really, really pricey. So that's today's video, guys. Can't go wrong with Porsche. You can charge anywhere from $100 a night to $125 in a good market for a Panamera or a Cayenne. when it comes to the daily rate. And like I said, I was averaging about $1,500, $1,200, $1,000 a month on a consistent basis when it comes to the Panameras and the Cayennes that I have in the fleet. So you guys have a great day, great rest of the week. Tap into my next video, and we'll talk later.